The year is 1953.
Whenever I hear that train coming into town, I get a feeling of excitement in here.
Could anything be more idyllic? Or is this not exactly what it seems?
There's a lot of talking on porches and discussions of the weather and stuff, and it's actually very craftily setting up a lot of the explosive drama that happens in Act 2 and Act 3.
Marco Salinas directs William Inge's Pulitzer Prize-winning drama, Picnic.
You just had a big breakfast. Wouldn't you like to rest a while before you start to work?
Well, my shirt's awful dirty, ma'am.
ICT Mainstage's production captures the daily life and the repressed passions in a small Kansas town circa 1950.
People are expected to behave and conduct themselves in a certain way, and by the end of the play, nobody really is.
You are a goon!
Nat, you slut! What will the neighbors say?
Nobody's gonna call me a goon and get by with it.
You call her worse names.
Doesn't hurt what names I call her. She's pretty. Names don't bother her at all.
The play revolves around a neighborhood of women whose lives are upset when a new man comes to town.
A handsome young drifter who comes to a small Kansas town over Labor Day weekend and really sort of stirs up a lot of frustration and desire.
Looking at him over there lifting that wash tub as if it was so much tissue paper.
Sounds to me like Mrs. Potts has a new boyfriend.
I don't think that's very funny.
Oh, Mrs. Potts, you know I'm just a tease.
The prettiest girl in town is dating the richest boy in town, and her mother really wants to make it stick.
It'd be awfully nice to be married, Dad. You would have charge accounts in all the stores and automobiles and trips. You'd be invited by all of his friends to parties in their homes.
But Madge finds herself drawn to bad boy Hal.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Young man, this is my house, and these are my daughters.
Well, they are.
Is there something you want?
Just loafing, man.
This is a busy day for us. You better run along.
Many people remember the 1955 film starring Kim Novak and William Holden.
They made a successful film version of it, which was during the production code era, and it was very sentimental, and they made a happy ending.
But Salinas says the playwright's meaning was quite different.
It's viewed often as a very sentimental piece, and it's actually quite the opposite. I think the writing is very deceptive.
Salinas says that modern audiences will easily relate to the play for that reason.
Because I think it's still really, really relevant, and I think it could be set in almost any decade, and it could essentially still play the same.
Does he drink?
A little. Mrs. Owens, Hal pays attention to me. I'll see that he behaves.
Well, I just wouldn't want anything to happen to Millie.
Mom, Millie can take care of herself.
This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
Picnic continues on the Dupree Theater stage through June 2nd. Call 972-252-ARTS for ticket information.